Hey guys, welcome back. I am here to do another video for a scrap and stamp blog hop. This is our November So Much Fun blog hop, and I wanted to get started and use this So Much Fun stamp set from Lawn Fawn. This came out I think a year or two ago, but I love revisiting old sets and trying to make new cards out of them. I find that sometimes I just make a card and then toss the stamp set aside and don't come back to it, and that's not good. That's not what we need to do with our stamps. We need to use them for various things. So I want to do another one using some older supplies. So if you have the stamp set, that's great. You can definitely join along with me. If not, I'm sure you can find something in your stash that would work just as well. Maybe a little tweaking that needs to happen. Okay, so let's get started. I want to start off with an A2 size card. It's a side folding card, and you can change the layout of this any way you want. Then I have a little base here that is just like 1/8 of an inch shorter on either side, just so that it kind of has a little tiny bit of a border. And what I want to do right off the start is I want to cut a hole in my cardstock, and I want to do that through both of them at the same time, just so I can line them up perfectly. So I'm going to line up this base onto, or this panel onto the card base, and I'm just going to use some purple tape to hold this down. And you know what I'm going to do? Just because the pressure of the plates sometimes squishes the adhesive down onto the cardstock, which makes it really hard to remove, and then you end up ripping your cardstock, I'm just going to put this on the back of my hand just to get rid of some of that adhesive, just so it has enough to hold it in place, but not enough that once it's pressed down that it's going to cause the paper to rip. And I thought I had another piece somewhere. Oh, was it stuck to me? Ah, it's stuck to me. All right, well, we won't have to do this too much, but we'll go ahead and put this down on this side. I do need another piece, and this is going to hold down, so I'm just using a circle stitch die. This measures about 2.5 inches, and I want to have my sentiment down here, so I'm going to put this kind of up closer to the top. And again, we'll use some of our purple tape. And just get it a little less sticky, not unsticky, but a little less sticky. And then we're going to put this onto our sandwich for the Gemini Junior and just quickly run it through. So I went ahead and scored my card base just so I knew where to line up that panel. And then we'll put this down and run it through. Okay, so now what we want to do is I'm just going to take a look. So it didn't cut all the way through, so I'm going to run it through one more time. This time I'm going to turn it over. So the first time I put it through my Gemini Junior, I put it in this way. Now I'm going to turn it over and put it in this way. Okay, we'll take a look. So unfortunately it hasn't gone all the way through both layers, which I kind of figured because this is a 120-pound cardstock, and that is just expecting a lot of that die cut machine. So that's okay, we can still make this work. I'm just gonna remove this off. There should be enough of an indentation into the piece underneath that we can see where to line it up. So I'm going to carefully remove our purple tape. And again, I want to go slow just so not to rip, because when you push it through those plates, it really squishes that tape down. Okay. And I'll remove it from the bottom. Yeah, see, I've got some ripping. Kind of what I was afraid of. But if we go slow, might be able to fix that. I need just a little extra tool help here just to pull that up. That was really stuck down there. That's not what I wanted, but that's okay. It's okay. We will work with it. All is not lost. I know sometimes when things don't go the way we want them to, we have a tendency just to kind of want to throw it out and start over, but no, we're not going to do that. That's what makes it handmade, is all these imperfections. It's perfectly imperfect, and that's what we want. That's what handmade cards are. So again, just carefully pulling up this tape. Now this is probably not a process that you guys want to see. Takes up a lot of time. So depending on how iffy this is, I might jump off and do this off screen. We'll see here. Okay, so I did manage to get the adhesive or that purple tape off. There's a few little imperfections, but like I said, that's okay. It's perfectly imperfect. That's a handmade card for you. But I want to show you, you can see that there's still enough of an indentation. It cut through a little bit, but what we're going to do is we're going to take this die and slide it. It'll slide right into place. You can see how it's in there, kind of grooves in there, and I'm going to take my tape again on the back of my hand just to release some more of that adhesive, and then I'm going to run this through the die cut machine again. So I'm going to pause you guys again one more time because you don't need to see that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we have die cut out both the circles of that, and it's going to line up perfectly, which is great. So what we're going to do is we're going to end up sandwiching, that was a really tough word to say, sandwiching a piece of, you can use acetate, but I am actually going to use some laminating paper, and I'll show you what I was kind of thinking with that. So I'm pulling in just a scrap piece of laminating pockets here. You can get these at Staples, any office supply store should have them. I just have a box of them, so I'm just going to use this leftover scrap piece, and what I was thinking is let's cut this down, and I want to cut a big enough piece that I can have my image that I want to stamp, as well as enough just to adhere down onto the like in between those two pieces, cardstock pieces, sorry, if that makes sense. So set that piece aside, and then I didn't cut that very straight, but that's okay. So I'm going to open this up. So it was like a little envelope that was attached to the front, but I'm going to open this up, set one piece aside, and then I have mounted the little kind of, what do you call that? That's the snow angel kind of outline. I've got that stamp onto my little wood block here, or wood block, clear block. My goodness, words are hard today. We're going to be using our Versamark watermark ink, and then I want to get it kind of enough on the inside, giving a nice border around so that we have enough border to glue around it in between our pieces there. So I'm going to ink this up with some Versamark ink. Get nice and juicy. I want a lot on there. And then we'll stamp this down. I'm going to hold it for 5 seconds and lift it up, and you can kind of see there how it's lighter. So we're going to go ahead, and I am going to use, what am I going to use? Let's try some of this Glitz Sparkle Embossing Powder. This is just from Recollections. You can use white embossing powder if you like. This just has, I don't know if you can see it in this light, but it just has enough of a little sparkle in there. I think that would be fun. I need a coffee filter. Now this is going to be a bit tricky because this stuff does have a little bit of stick to it, and I don't want to use my embossing buddy on it because I don't know how that's going to react when I put it through the laminator. So I'm just going to cross my fingers and hope for the best that this works. Put this over top and then flick off the extra. And I don't think it's going to be too bad because we want kind of the look of snow. Just going to dump this in here. I have to put this away right away, guys, otherwise chaos could happen. I could knock it over, spill, and I don't need that. I've got enough chaos going on in my life. I don't need to add to it. So I'm going to take a paintbrush, and you can kind of see how I have some extra bits there. I'm just going to kind of brush away what I can. It's still leaving some behind, but that's okay. A few little sparkles isn't too bad, but we basically just want the outline to be what shows. Okay. I wonder if I should have stamped out a couple. Maybe I'll stamp out one more, just in case the first one doesn't work, and we'll use whichever one looks better. Let's do that. Do it on this end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift up. And bring this back in quickly. My coffee filter. And we'll just do 2, just in case I want to have a backup, or in case I want to make another card. Sprinkle that on there. Give it a good flick. Most of it's coming off. Again, quickly dump this all in here. I'll put the lid on. And let's brush away. Ooh, gotta be careful I don't touch that one. Brush away some of this excess. Okay, I'm just gonna, what am I gonna do? I only have one. I colored up my bears already. So what I did is I stamped out with Memento Tuxedo black ink and then just Copic colored 2 little bears and then die cut them out. The perfect thing about this is these 2 little bears match up perfectly back to back. Okay, so that's great. So what I want to do is I might end up cutting this apart. Let's see here. All right, I'm going to use my art glitter glue just to glue these 2 together. Just because it's going to be in the window of that card, and I don't want to see the ugly back part of this coloring that I did. So you could just die cut an extra one out just in regular white cardstock and do it that way, but I thought it would be fun that you could see the bear on both sides. Line those up. Again, you can kind of do this same sort of thing just with a piece of acetate. So you'll want to use acetate that is heat resistant. So you can stamp that on to your acetate piece and then heat set the embossing powder. But again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this through my, what is that? Run this through my laminator. Kind of cheat. So I'm going to have one, just in case it doesn't work out, I'm going to have one that's just the outline and one with my bear in it. And let's go ahead. I need the help of my tweezers for this. This is a delicate job. And let's go ahead and place him in there very carefully. Like so. And then I will put the top of this back on. And I'm just going to run it through my laminator. It's been heating up off camera. It's just a, what is it? It is a Scotch laminator. I just got it off of Amazon. So I'm going to pause you guys. I'm going to run this through the laminator and I will be right back. Alright guys, this turned out super cute. So this is our little bear in between the acetate on both sides. I think he looks super cute. I think this is going to work out really well. And then this is just the one that I just did the embossing. And you could stick the image right over top of this onto the laminate. But yeah, I just thought I'd do a next one just in case, just to see. I think it's kind of cute. It looks like there's extra snow pieces around there. Some of the embossing powder did stick, of course, where we not necessarily maybe wanted it to, but that's okay. I don't know if you can see the little sparkle and shine on this guy, but I think that looks fun. Okay, let's move on with our card. I do want to do my sentiment, and let's bring in, before I put this all together, I think it'll be easier to do it now. So let us, and I'm just thinking, which I don't do often, so be impressed. I wonder if, I know I had originally wanted to put this on the front of the card, but because I have a little bit of ripping on the back here, it's not that noticeable, but I still think maybe if I put this then on the inside of the card, it will hide kind of that imperfection just a little bit, and I'll keep the front of the card a bit neater. So that is what I'm going to do. So then I am going to put my sentiment directly onto my card base. And of course, the sentiment that I want to use is "Snow Much Fun." Because after all, that's what our blog hop is all about. Alright, let's pull out. And I want the fun little, there's the regular word snow, and then there's more of a scripty snow, and I think I want the scripty one. Snow, much, and fun. And let's see. Now we just have to figure out how we want these arranged. So I think kind of want it to go like this. Snow, much, fun. I think I kind of want it to do that. And then have some snowflakes around there. So how do I want to do this? I think I want to do the snow in red, much in black, and fun in blue. So I'm going to grab some of my inks. Okay, so I have grabbed some candied apple, some faded jeans, and just about forgot. I don't know where my favorite ink is. Well, that's fine. Oh, here it is. Put back where it wasn't supposed to be. Okay, and then I'm going to use my Versa Fine Clear Nocturne ink. So we're going to start off with snow. Actually, I guess I could do it all at, can I do it all at once? Probably not. So I'm going to start off with snow in red. This is the candied apple. I suppose I should have done the snow in blue, but that's okay. Do it however you like. Alright, we got snow. Give that some time just to soak in there. So there is snow. Much we want in black. If I can get it not to stick to me. This is the tricky part, you guys. And we'll do that in the Versaclair Nocturne. Much. That ink just works perfect all the time. I just love it. And then Fun, let's do in blue. We'll do that with the Faded Jeans. Stamp that one a second time. That's why I like using this. Oh, I just did it in the red. Ugh, me oh my. That's why I like using my stamp platform, so that I can get double stamp an image if I need to. Let's use the right color this time. Struggle is real sometimes, my friends. The struggle is real. Okay, that looks much better. I like that. I'll put this off to the side. I'm going to stick all my little words on there just so I don't lose them, because that's happened before. And we'll clean off the ink from my fingers. Okay, so now what we want to do is put this little guy on the inside. So it looks like he's making a fun little bear angel. And I'm going to use my nice strong art glitter glue for this, because I know it will adhere the laminate or the acetate well. So just going around the edge here. You don't want too much that's going to seep into your viewing area there. And I was about to have a little scare with myself trying to figure out which side is which, but that's okay. They're both the same. So I don't have to worry about a front and back. And then I'm just going to press the glue outwards, just so it doesn't seep into that area. And there we go. And then we will put our little back panel on top, lining it up. Again, I'm going to use art glitter glue for this, and this will hide all our little imperfections. So whether your imperfections are on the front or on the inside of your card, we have this panel to help hide that. Just make sure that your acetate's on the same side as the imperfection, and you're fine. So lining this up. And you kind of got to work quickly with art glitter glue. You don't have a lot of wiggle room time. Uh-oh, now I got more ink on the project. See, guys, we make lots of mistakes too. All right. So there we go. There's the start of our card. I think that's so cute with the little image, and when you open it up, it's still on the inside, so we can stamp some snowflakes on here too to hide any imperfections there. Alright, I'm just gonna wipe off my surface just in case, and then I went ahead and I die cut out of some light blue cardstock, just this little frame. It's from this die. I can't remember where I got it from, but I'm pretty sure if you look online you can find some that are like this. And we're going to bring out the tweezers and the nice fine tip glitter glue, and just go around the edge. Now I probably should have cut two of these out, and I still may do that. I likely will do that off camera though, just so you guys don't have to wait to see that. Yeah, I likely will do a second one to put on the inside here. And then we just need to stamp a few snowflakes on the outside of our card. Now you can add a sentiment on the inside if you like. I don't think I'm going to do that because I want to have a place for the recipient to write their message, because they're obviously going to have to write it further down in the card. So let's just stamp up some of these fun snowflakes. You can also use the accessories that come with it. There's like the little scarf. Just remember what you might need to do for the scarf is put it on the outside, because when you die cut that image out, it's not going to be symmetrical. You won't be able to have it exactly the same on both sides. So that's something just to keep in mind. And we'll bring out our little snowflakes. Just going to put them on my acrylic block. And we'll bring back this faded jeans. And then we can just stamp down some snowflakes. Okay, so we are all finished our card for today. I think this turned out really cute, a little Snow Much Fun. We've got the kind of acetate or laminate window there with our little guy. You can see, I know it's hard to see on camera, but in real life you can see the little snow angel bear that he's made there. I don't know if you can see it better if I open it up. Kind of on the background there, but I think it turned out so cute. And then when you open it up, I did die cut another little piece here, finished stamping some snowflakes, and then we've got the area for our recipient, or for the person to write the message to the recipient, I should say. So yeah, that was my Snow Much Fun card for today. Make sure you head on over to that blog, check out the other team members' designs, because they're so much fun. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought of today's card, or if you have any ideas of what I could do different to make it better. That would be great. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining me. And hey, P.S. I love you. Hey guys, I would love to do a snail mail swap with you. So go ahead, check out my address there. Send me some of your creations. I'd love to feature them on my YouTube channel, and I'd love to send you a little something back. Let's spread the crafty love with each other. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell, give me a thumbs up if you like my videos. Even better, send me a comment. I'd love to know what you have to say. Thanks again, guys, and P.S. I love you.